Hello friends, today we will talk about Porifera, the general characteristic feature of Porifera. So, it is very important to understand what is the general characteristic feature of phylum Porifera. So, Porifera are basically those animals which are pore bearing and they have many characters which we will talk about. First of all, we will see that they are commonly called as a sponge. So, animal of this phylum is commonly known as sponges. So, sponges are those animals which are found in this phylum. They are having a pore in their body, and second, they are marine. They are found in water, marine water. So, this is an second important feature of this phylum. The body of these animals are having asymmetrical symmetry. So, their body is asymmetrical. This is a very important characteristic feature of this phylum, their body having asymmetrical symmetry. Now, next important feature of this phylum is they are multicellular and having cellular level of organization. So, they are multicellular animals and they having cellular level of organization, it is very important, and they have water transport system. So, they have water transport system. That system is also known as canal system. That system is also known as canal system. The water enter from a pore which is present all over the body, that is called as ostia. So, ostia is that small pore which is found at different parts of the body surface, which helpful in entering the water inside the body. So, that pore is known as ostia. The central cavity of the body is known as osculum, or you can say the spongocoel cavity. So, the central cavity of the body is known as spongocoel cavity, and the water comes out by a pore which is found at the anterior end is known as osculum, that is called as osculum. By this the water current is helpful in gathering the food. So, because the ostia, those pores are found in the body surface by which the water enter inside the body and move to the spongocoel cavity, and from the spongocoel cavity it move from a pore which is called osculum at anterior end, and that makes a water current, and that is useful in catching the food or gathering the food. So, by this way the water current is helpful in food gathering. Respiration in the animal body, exchange or removal of waste take place by water current. So, water current not only provide the respiration, means O2 CO2 exchange, as well as the removal of waste also done with the help of the body surface. Now, we will take important look that coniocyte cells or collar cells are present in animal body, and that is found at spongocoel cavity lining as well as canal lining. So, they are present near to the spongocoel cavity inner lining, or canal system is near to the canal lining. The cells which are present is known as collar cell, or you can say coniocyte cells are present. Digestion is intracellular. So, intracellular digestion take place in animal, and spicules or spongin fibers are present in skeleton. So, spongin fiber and spicules combinedly they used to make a system which is like a skeleton system. They provide the particular shape of the body with the help of a spicule and a spongin fiber. The animal is hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite means both the sex, male and female, are found in one body, that is called as hermaphrodite. Means the male which used to produce sperm as well as the female part which used to produce ova or egg, both are present in one body. So, and that is why the animal body is known as hermaphrodite. It reproduces asexually also by a process known as fragmentation. So, fragmentation is that process by which the animal used to reproduce asexually, and sexually by forming the male and female gamete, as we have already talked about that they are hermaphrodite. They used to have the two important sex organ present in their body, that is male and female sex organ, and that is why they can act as sexual reproduction also, and by that the formation of diploid cell take place in their body, and that is fertilization internal. So, internal fertilization take place in the case of sexual reproduction. Development is indirect. So, development of animal is indirect because they having larval stage, and that larval stage converts into adult stage, and that is why development is indirect, means larval stage will form the adult stage. When you talk about the diagram or example, we have a cycon. You will see the cycon is like this. With the help of diagram, we will understand the animal, which is very important. These are the particular animals which have this osculum here, and they have pore in their body, and this is the animal which is called as, the simple animal is known as cycon. Now, when you talk about the euspongia, euspongia is something like this. This is the diagram of your euspongia, that is known as, or you can say it spongilla also, euspongia. This is an animal which is euspongia, and next which is also known as bath sponge. Euspongia is also known as bath sponge, it is called as bath sponge. Now, we will see one more animal which is having some critical diagram. Here you can see the diagram which is zigzag like this. This is the diagram of a spongilla. This is spongilla. It is known as fresh water sponge. This is known as fresh water sponge. So, this is the complexity of the body is shown here. First diagram, in the case of a sponge, we will see this is a simple body, and these are called as cycon, and this is a euspongia, bread like or a multicellular having sexual mode of reproduction. Euspongia is also known as bath sponge, and this is the spongilla which having a complex structure, and it is also known as fresh water sponge. So, we have talked about the general characteristic or the feature of phylum Porifera, which having the general characteristic feature. These are the characters which we have already discussed, and these are the important diagram. This is diagram of a cycon, and this is euspongia, bath sponge, spongilla. They all are hermaphrodite. They reproduce by asexual, by fragmentation, or by the sexually, making a male and female sex organ. They have indirect cell division, or you can say indirect development with larval as well as adult stage, and asymmetrical bodies showing in all the three diagrams. They are multicellular, and they having the pore, this called osculum, and the small short pore which is called ostria. By the help of ostria, water moves inside the body and come out with the help of osculum. This make a current, and this is helpful in two important purpose. One is for getting the food substance, which is very important, means food gathering, and second is exchange of gases or removal of toxic waste by this water current. So, this is also very important. As we can see, they have the canal system present in the case of Porifera, and animals belonging this phylum are pore bearing. Thank you.